My boy,
What is up?
what is good, brother? We are back, son.
Dude, it is good to be back, man. And what a week to come back and take that little break. And
I know.
it
Last week
ended up
was a
being a
little
good
weird
thing.
week, man. It was a weird week. We had a lot of stuff going on. You were moving. We just couldn't align the schedule right like we wanted to. Good thing it happened last week because of the whole the but the the fight card we had this last week was not on paper not the best fight card. So it didn't really matter. Nobody was like complaining about it anyway. So not a big deal. I'm glad we're back though because now it's real. Now we got the real deal coming up. UFC 294 this weekend. And boy, since the last time we had an episode, which was what, a little over a week and a half ago, a lot has fucking changed since then. So
Yeah.
I don't want to
Yeah.
get straight into it yet because I want to kind of, cover a little bit of what we may have missed last week, but we'll kind of go into a little bit of what we missed. So obviously, everyone kind of knows now Charles Oliveira's out. Now we get Volkanovski in. Holy shit, that one kind of started the whole rumble. And then after that, Paulo Costa's out. And now Kamaru Usman's in. So now you're talking about a card that went from in my opinion, a 9.3 now to like a 9.9.
The card got a lot better for many reasons, man. I'm glad. So, us not doing the pod last week, man, it was crazy because if we would have done it, the next day would have been some big news. And then the day after that would have been
Exactly.
some more
So
big
it
news.
all kind of
So,
happened
it
at the
was like,
perfect time because we had planned on doing it on Tuesday night. We were ready to go. Things kind of got iffy with scheduling. We just couldn't make it work. So thank goodness we didn't do it because literally Wednesday or Tuesday night, in the middle of the night, going into Wednesday morning, all of this kind of unraveled. So if we would have done the podcast on Tuesday, we would have been turning around going, fuck, dude, we have to get on here and do another show tonight to talk about this. But we let it marinate. We let it sit. We said, fuck it. We'll let it sit. We'll come back. We'll discuss it a little bit more next week in some high level detail because I'm really excited about this week. I want to have a podcast today, and then on Thursday, I want to go super high level because, man, I'm not gonna lie to you. This last week kind of hurt my feelings a little bit. It like punched me in the gut because I went. I've never gone this bad on my picks before, and I didn't even get a single pick right. I went 0-5 on the money line. It was a
ooh.
very rough weekend, and anybody that tailed my bets, I apologize. I normally am better than this. I don't know what was into me. I just felt some underdogs. I felt some different fighters last week, and none of it worked out the way it should have.
Yeah, man. The Jennifer Maya fight, I had Jennifer winning as well.
Yeah,
And I
dude,
know
it killed me, bro.
Yeah, man. I mean, I definitely wouldn't have bet on Yusuf winning. I love Barboza. He is so cool to watch,
Yeah,
man.
no, I mean, I love Barboza too, but Yusuf was good, dude. He almost had the fight finished, man. Like,
Yusuf is yeah, he is really good, dude.
so we'll kind of discuss that fight first before we go into the rest of it and other MMA news because I want to kind of touch base on that. It was a rough fight card for me. Bad with bets, bad with picks, bad with everything. But overall, though, it turned out to be a decent card in my opinion. It was fun to watch. There was some exciting things that happened in the fight in my opinion. So I thought it was pretty dope. In the prelims, you had prelim shoddy Terrence McKinney with a nice little 20-second knockout. He's known for
Dude,
that, dude. He's getting better at doing it. I
give
mean,
the man his flowers, Joel.
I'm not going to, no, because he fought a
Give
fucking trash can.
Listen, guys. I swear, in 3 months tops, I say Joel will give him Terrence his flowers because Terrence fights once a month too.
Like I
He's
gave him his flowers
nonstop.
on Twitter, okay? I said fuck it, you know, it looked great. 20-second knockout. He's now, I think I heard a stat today that was his fifth fastest finish. And it was in
What?
20 seconds. So think about that. He has four other finishes that were faster than 20 seconds, dude. That's fucking nuts.
Oh my god, I know he does, man. His first fight was like a 7-second finish.
Yeah, but that's also he's fighting trash cans.
Yeah, and he's like probably like 500 against the trash cans too, but he's doing good right now, man.
Yeah, he's almost getting like, remember the guy uh the guy who our buddy was calling out for the longest time, and he went and fought in the PFL and then got like knocked out in like 30 seconds, so 45 seconds. You know what I'm saying? Like that Terrence McKinney was the other guy, and he was getting that guy. You know what I'm saying? So
Dirty Bird thinks you can take Terrence. I'm saying it.
I would fly and knee the fuck out of his big ass head. I'm just kidding. No. Shout out to Terrence McKinney, though. That was pretty cool. That was a good finish. He just came in there so calmly, dominated, and got out of there. So I ain't going to hate on the man for making money, but I still don't think he is a good enough fighter to be in the main events. He's very sloppy. He's going to get knocked out by anybody that's remotely good, in my opinion. That's just me.
If he wins one more fight, would you put him on the main event of a fight night?
Oh, yeah, fight night. Yeah, for sure. He probably can do a fight night main event now. But he's always had people back out. He's always there's always been something going on with his opponents. But, yeah, he's been proven to be dominated by fighters that are good. So, what am I supposed to say here? He's great? No, he's not great. He's still got a lot to improve on. I love how active he is, yes, but dude, you're not Israel Adesanya, bro. You can't fight 4 times a year against fucking guys who have a combined record of everybody who's fought Tommy Fury's boxers. Like, come on, bro. Like, let's be real here.
Oh my god.
But anyways, I'm not gonna spend too much time talking shit about him because I do it every single time. But
God.
And I'm still kind of pissed because he lost me a lot of money, like his very first fight, and ever since then I've held a grudge against him. So
that's what it is. I knew I would get the truth here one day. That's what it is.
Another guy who really impressed me was Elkins, man. That was a good. He had a really cool fight. He did pretty solid. I think he came in as the underdog too, and ended up pulling that one out. But overall, the main event was pretty good. Christian Rodriguez and Simon. Christian Rodriguez is getting some shit, man, because this is his second fight where he's missed weight. Still got the chance to fight and won.
Yeah, that's that's just, I don't know, man. That's, if you do it twice like that, dude. I mean, that's just plain old stupid to me, man. Like, I don't know if he's taking that serious enough or he's just fat.
I think he's just too big for the weight class. Like, he needs to go up.
Like, they need
to make him go up. I mean, it's not fair. I mean, don't get me wrong. We all know that when a fighter makes weight, they're 15, 10, 20 pounds overweight when they go into the fight. You know, that one day of rehydration things. So typically a guy's fighting 10 pounds above his weight class when they're actually fighting, if not more, you know? But still, though, coming into it, if you're 4 pounds over, that's not fair to the guy who had to force himself to make weight.
Man, it's so hard,
it's
man.
Not fair, dude. And I'll
re-elaborate.
I'm going to re-elaborate on that here later on when we talk about Volk and Islam as well. So, but Christian Rodriguez, I mean, he looks good, dude. He's a good fighter. He beat Raul Rojas, and now he took an undefeated guy and Simon and beat him too. So it's like, what's next for him? Is it to go up, or do they give him one more chance to make weight and fight somebody who's like, top 15, top 10?
Yeah, I mean, that does make sense. There's a lot of hype going around behind him too. I mean, he's only lost one fight. He was good, and then after he beat that
Rojas Jr.
Yeah,
who's a prominent prospect. So
he's a prospect again, bro. He redeemed himself.
He did redeem himself pretty wild. So, but again, I was 50-50 on the fight. I think Simon seems to be the better striker. Rodriguez was good, but I don't know, man. I was 50-50 on that fight, to be quite honest. I don't know. I wasn't a 30-27 guy like two of the refs were, or two of the judges were, but it was a decent fight overall. Simon's still good. I think Christian Rodriguez, that was a perfect fight against each other. I think the odds were pretty good, close to be each other. But and then we had Petrosky and Pieta. Another bad pick by me, dude. Fuck me. I don't know why. I was like, Petrosky's gonna fucking knock him out. He's gonna try to pull some wild shit. He's gonna land a knockout. Boy, was I wrong. Piera is just fucking. He's good, man.
Yeah, dude. He's that guy that's fought that has a standing chance against almost anybody.
I think he's fought
under a top 3.
Hasn't he fought like Alex Pereira too?
I'm not sure.
No,
I don't think so.
Not Alex Pereira. I'm thinking of somebody else. He's fought.
He hasn't fought that much big names at all, though.
Andre Filo, he beat. I remember that. Nico Price. Damn, see, like all these fights are not that
Nico
great, dude.
Price. No,
Like
no,
decision,
dude.
decision. Like, come on.
Yeah, man.
I guess he redeemed
I
himself with this one, though.
yeah, I haven't been too impressed with him ever, to be honest. But
But
I
he's
mean,
young, dude. He's only 30,
damn,
and he's
that's he's got like 50 fights under his belt too.
one fight, one
That's
loss in the UFC. I'm not gonna
dude, that's
count the
crazy.
DQ because it's just a DQ, so fuck it. But one loss in the UFC, all wins. But still, though, you would think a guy who's coming out with that kind of performance would have more like knockouts under his belt. Only 2 knockouts in the UFC in his very first fight, and then now his most recent. So I don't know. I'm not that impressed. I am not impressed by your performance.
Me neither.
I mean, could he be good? Sure. But that wild shit is not going to work on somebody who's high level. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
And
not at all, dude.
if you're only winning split decisions against Ponzinibbio, and you know, like only winning decision fights against like Philo and Nico Price, like come on, dude, you gotta do better than that.
And hopefully, he gets better in his career. Having that big fighting catalog that he has is definitely a plus for him.
True.
So I mean, and he is young. I had no clue he was 30 years old, man.
30.
He's not even in his prime yet, and he has that many fights under his belt. That's fucking sick.
It's like Jorge Masvidal type shit.
Oh yeah,
Jorge had like, dude, when Jorge got into the UFC, he had fought like 20 something times, if I'm not mistaken.
dude. I wish he fucking knocked out homie who's getting the title shot, Colby.
Oh, dude, everybody does, but
Golly, man, that fight was hard to watch.
yeah. But anyways, outside of those 2 fights, now we get into some pretty decent fights. Yanez and Martinez. Dude, Martinez is good. He's special.
Dude, Martinez. He
he's
looks like, yeah.
he's good, man. I mean, if this is his second fight via TKO via leg kicks.
Jeez, dude.
Like,
He looks like he'd be one of our friends, man. He looks like a goob.
yeah, he does. But I mean, he dominated Yanez, and Yanez is not bad. Yanez was like 1 fight away from being a title fight.
Yeah, man. Martinez, dude. Martinez has a fucking insane record, dude. He beat that Russian guy on his last
Saeed.
fight that
Saeed.
nobody thought he was gonna win. There
Yep.
was no chance in hell. But I mean, his resume, dude, is not that bad, man. He's beat, I mean, an older Cub Swanson and stuff like that. But Martinez, dude, he's dirty, man.
He is dirty, dude, and he knows how to strike, bro. His leg kicks are lethal.
Dude, he's knocking him down.
Yeah.
With him.
I mean, I gotta give Giannis some credit, bro. He made it out of the first round, which surprised the shit out of me. But like, if this guy ends up, you know, I mean, let's see, bantamweight. So you're talking like, who would he end up getting? He'll have to get like a. I would say he's gonna get a decent fight next.
Yeah, man. I would love to see him getting a dope fight. I mean, he's bantamweight. So, I mean, there could be some shit out there. Like, I mean,
Yeah,
you have
because
people that are.
Adrian Yanez was one. If he was fighting when he fought Rob Font, I believe, was his last fight that he lost, if I'm not mistaken. Right? Yep, Rob Font. So he lost against Rob Font, which Rob Font is now in the top 10. So you got a Yanez who loses to Font and now loses to Martinez. He's out of the top 15. He's gone. He's done. But now you got Martinez coming in, who's going to more than likely get a top 15 spot, another top 15 fight now. Maybe we see him fight like Ricky Simon or you know, Chris Gutierrez or even Pedro Munez. Even we give him like a top 10 fight, you know what I'm saying? Like something around that top 15 to 10. I like him. I like it.
Dude, speaking of that division, man, when is the last time that Dominic Cruz has fought?
It's got to be a year and a half.
I mean, why is he still active?
Yep.
I don't get it, man.
2022 against Cheetah Vera.
Yeah, if he's been holding up that every time we go over the rankings, I look at him, I'm like, dude, he still hasn't been covered this year. We still haven't talked about him yet.
And then Cheetah Vera was the last one to fight Pedro Munez too.
Really?
Yeah.
I mean, Cruz is dirty, man. I mean, he's a legend in that division.
I don't think he's damn top. I don't think he's 9 though. Umar Nurmagomedov.
No, dude, I know.
Umar Nurmagomedov is going to be up in the top 5 here soon.
Yeah, he's up and coming, man, and I'm ready to see him get steamrolled personally. I
Okay,
hope
so
he
John, I
does.
didn't even see this. He did jump. He jumped too. So he was at 13, Jonathan Martinez, and he's now at number 11. So he jumped Umar. Wow.
Oh
Umar
shit,
versus Martinez. 12 and 11.
run
Nah,
that up.
I don't think you fight backwards when you just jump somebody, but maybe we see Jonathan Martinez, Rob Font.
Song Yadong.
No, because Song Yadong is probably going to end up fighting one of these. Maybe Oh yeah, he's fighting Pio Yan, right?
Oh yeah,
So I don't know, man. There's a lot of good talent in that bantamweight division. So who knows?
up and
Especially
comers, man.
when you got a healthy Corey Sandhagen. Henry Cejudo is probably a little bit. He's going to be past his prime here soon. Marab's on the rise. Aljamain's going to go up more than likely. Sean O'Malley's leading the board. Like Umar's coming up. Still got Rob Font. Still got Song Yadong. Still got Ricky Simon, who's still good. Like there's some good talent there. So it's exciting to see him move up like that. And I mean, if he beat Giannis the way he did, he might have a good shot to make a good run. So we'll see. And then next, Jennifer Maia and Arojo. Tough loss. I took Maia via decision, but again, she's been around a while. Aroja is I think she's pretty new. I think she's only been in the UFC for like 2-3 years, right? Oh no, she's been in the UFC for a while. Fuck.
Yeah, man, I had Jennifer winning that fight. We've talked about Jennifer for a while,
Damn,
and
Aroja's old as shit. How did I not know this?
really, Jennifer's old as shit.
Yeah, dude, Aroja's 36.
Damn.
Dude, she's been fighting she's been in the UFC since 2019, bro. She's been in the UFC for 4 years. How did I not know this?
Did you like the fight?
She's older than Jennifer Maia.
How old Jennifer Maia? Like 34?
35. But Jennifer Maia's been in
35.
since 2018. So damn, so she must not have been like that. Like maybe I just never. There was a time period where I just didn't focus on women's UFC for a while. So that's probably what it was. And I think Jennifer Maia had a title run for a second there where she fought Valentina, and so that's probably where it showed up. But yeah, it was an alright fight. Wasn't my favorite, but Barboza, shout out to fucking Barboza, bro. What a comeback, bro. He almost got knocked out.
Dude, he's like a walking highlight reel sometimes, man. He's a dog. Every fight with him you're bound to like not look away the whole fight.
Yep.
Like he's a beast.
Like the spinning heel kick.
Like, oh, come on now. That shit was out of Mortal Kombat.
Yeah. He's done it on multiple occasions too. I mean, both of these guys, Yusuf and Barboza, you got Yusuf throwing 397 total strikes, 206 landed. And then Barboza, 347 total strikes, 178 landed. Like, these boys were scrapping.
Rapping, bro. It was a fucking brawl.
So I'm curious to see what's next for Edson Barboza, to be honest, man. Like, I know he's a little aged, man. So, like, and it's the featherweight division. So you're looking at, like, a division that's been pretty locked up for a long time.
I mean, if you're gonna give him a fight, I'd say give it to another old veteran like Josh Emmett. I think that would be a fucking fight.
Oh, Barboza Emmett would be a good fight. I like that.
That'd be an excellent fight, man. You'd see like they're both just units. You know what I'm saying? I think it'd be an awesome fight. I'm surprised they haven't fought before.
I think he beats Bryce Mitchell.
You think he beats Bryce Mitchell?
Yes.
Wait, Bryce Mitchell or
I think Edson Barboza beats Bryce Mitchell.
I don't know about that.
You don't think so? I don't know, man. I don't know. Josh Emmett versus Edson Barboza would be a good fight. I agree with you on that. Because when's the last time Qatar's fought? Why is Brian Ortega still number 3 in the division, dude?
That's what I'm talking about. We need to get these whole entire rankings a little updated. Yeah, Brian Ortega. Then you have Dominic Cruz, Henry Cejudo.
Brian Ortega's last fight was last July.
They got Stipe in there. Oh, that feels so much better.
Like, why is Brian Ortega higher than Ilya Taporia?
That makes no sense. That's retarded.
Why is he higher than Arnold Allen, whose only loss was to Yair Rodriguez?
Yeah.
Or actually, I'm sorry, Max Holloway and Yair.
Well, we got some Max Holloway news too. I mean, somewhat.
Not quite.
I mean, it's a mention.
It's a mention. Well, we'll talk about it. We're going to go into that other stuff. But all right, man. So overall, this card was not, I mean, it was okay. I'd give it like a 7.5.
Yeah, man. I mean, it did not, the whole entire Paul and Dylan Danis fight definitely outshined it.
That's what I was about to talk about next. So next on the bucket list of fights for the week, we had Dylan Danis versus Logan Paul. What a fucking awesome event, right?
Dude.
Nobody showed up for anything but that fight. And if you say you showed up for anything other than that fight, you're lying.
Man, so I always smoke a little bit of weed before these fights. And I'm sitting there dissecting the whole entire thing. And I just came up with one of my theories that me and you come up with crazy, dude. I got Dylan Danis joining the WWE in his future, bro.
Oh, imagine he joins the WWE and then they match him up against Logan Paul.
I got a whole this guy.
I'll break it down. I love this conspiracy.
Yeah, so we fused with the UFC with the WWE. We've talked about this numerous episodes, right? I'm like, oh yeah, there's going to be some changes. You know, we're not getting testing, all this stuff. Now we'll talk about that later. But I just feel like, you know, if anyone was able to do, like we've mentioned before, to make someone take over UFC, I mean, compete with the UFC, compete against the UFC, you know, it would be Jake Paul, Logan Paul. Dylan Danis is such a fucking asshole that everyone hates him, but dude, his social media presence is crazy and everything like that.
You're not wrong.
I think he will 100% be a piece of shit on the WWE. If he knew how to get his money, I would join the WWE immediately.
Yeah, but you gotta think. Look who his best friend is.
Conor McGregor, dude.
Conor McGregor. Who else knows how to do that shit better than anyone? Conor McGregor. So it's like, dude, come on now. He's learning from somebody, dude. He knows what he's doing.
Get that fucking money, Dylan.
So what do you think? Hey. Do you think by him just surviving, he still won?
No. He didn't win the boxing. He didn't win the boxing fight at all.
Well, no, I know he didn't win the boxing fight. I'm just talking about just overall. Did he win this battle between him and Logan Paul?
Oh yeah, dude. He won before it.
He won before
by him even getting the fight. That means he won, bro. That man has only fought 2 MMA fights. He's been a fucking internet bando.
I say by him even showing up, by him even getting in the ring to fight. That's a win in my eyes,
dude. He landed some okay stuff. They said Conor McGregor kept on saying watch out for this secret weapon.
Yeah.
So I was waiting for it. I knew what it was to be able to. It wasn't the back hit. It wasn't the back hit, dude. It was like, all right, Conor McGregor's he knows that this man can only win with a clean knockout. You know, it's going to be just a knockout. So how can he do it? So right when he pulls guard and falls on his back, he gets back up and he immediately throws the craziest punch with so much knockout power. That was it. If you rewatch the fight now, let me know how you take it. But that was 100% it. And I was like, wow, I would have smoked him. And that was like the only good one. He held his fight in there. Dude, him fucking swinging on the security is amazing.
Dude, so I trolled the internet a little bit by a post, but now that I think back on it, I'm a little confused. All right, this is how this shit is set up and rigged because I thought about this a lot. I don't want to get too crazy on celebrity boxing and influencer boxing because that shit is so stupid in my eyes. But this fight was fucking funny. I'll give it that. Man, but anyway,
it's great for the sport.
So they call it a disqualification, and they give the win to Jake Paul. How is it a disqualification for Dylan Danis when Logan Paul if Logan Paul's security was in the ring before anybody else was? Wouldn't that be a disqualification for Logan Paul and Dylan would win? Like, why? I'm not trying to say he didn't win, but I'm just trying to say from a like thinking high level perspective that this shit wasn't rigged. if Logan Paul's security jumped in the ring before the fight was over, how did he win and not get disqualified for that?
The only way I could see that happening is that he charged him after the bell,
Still,
and that's why I got disqualified.
No, I don't think so. I don't know. I don't think that's the reason.
What is the reason? So the reason for sure is from security going out there.
I think so. No, they got in the ring before the bell.
Yeah, I think something happened before that, though. I'm not sure. I'd have to look it up.
Because let's think about this. Yeah, he went on the ground and whatnot, but then Logan threw a ground and pound strike.
Yeah, it was sick. I wish he would have connected it. They say he kind of skimmed him.
Let me stop trolling because I'm just going to troll at this point. But regardless, I mean, Dylan Danis won the fight. It is what it is. I'm sticking
Dylan
by
Danis won Dylan Danis did win, bro.
Dylan Danis won.
Bro, he has never gotten a fight. He's been trolling the internet for 2 years saying he'll knock out everybody. He finally got a fight. That means he's going to get a second fight.
I don't know. We'll see if that happens.
He's going to fight somebody in the future, bro.
Maybe.
In MMA, he's going to jiu-jitsu and anything. He will get paid.
So, anyway, speaking of drugs, I know we weren't talking about drugs, but they were fresh on my mind. So speaking of drugs, we had a couple of commissioner bans and takebacks from some illegal substances. We have Daniel Rodriguez has been suspended for 6 months by the Nevada State Athletic Commission for a positive drug test.
What was it for?
I don't know.
His performance enhancers.
And then Myra Buena Silva, submission win over Holly Holmes back in July, has now been overturned to a no contest. And she has been suspended for 4.5 months and fined 15% of her purse after she failed a pre-fight drug test.
Damn, dude. Didn't we like her?
Yeah. So,
oh my God.
So that's two of those.
What was she taking?
And then outside of that, I think that's that's part of the. Oh no! So now we'll get into the drugs. The USADA. So USADA and the UFC will be parting ways at the beginning of the year. What a coincidence that Conor McGregor just joined USADA.
It's insane, dude. I don't know what. I mean, the UFC is going to change a lot, and the merger happened and all this stuff. We can't stop talking about it. But dude, what the fuck? Now this is going to be freak shows.
No, they have a company.
Okay.
Yeah, but this company is the same. Like, I don't know how much. I haven't looked into them like crazily, but I think they're the same ones that do the drug testing for the NFL.
Okay.
So, but there's no more USADA. So no, like, fighters aren't going to be woken up on fight day at freaking 4 a.m. to get drug tested anymore. You know what I'm saying?
Dude,
but does this lead leeway to fighters being able to figure out, like, they'll be randomly anymore? They'll probably be scheduled drug tests or scheduled tests to test for like performance enhancing drugs, things like that. So like, there's got to be certain ways to get on it. And Logan Paul was 100% on performance enhancing drugs.
Oh my God, yeah. Even Jake was in the crowd. You saw how much time he was wearing his nose?
Joe, they both look jacked up, dude.
Yeah, man.
So
I mean, I think they all are. Tyson Fury looked jacked. I'm not Tyson Fury. Whatever, Little Fury. He looks like he's fucking roided up.
Oh yeah, dude, he's big as shit.
No, but this time it's insane, dude. He was not that big before. Like,
I don't know, he was pretty big.
Dude. Yeah, he looks so much bigger this time, dude. He had like so much more mass to him. About that fight? Did you watch that?
What? No, I didn't. I just know KSI has a big ass head.
He does, man. Some people say that KSI got robbed.
I don't believe that.
I don't believe it either.
So, but let's see. I don't think there's any more news specific. Besides what we talked about, you know, what's happening, which we're about to talk about. Yeah, no more news. Let's get into this upcoming fight this weekend, bro. Let's get a little weird with it and talk about some crazy shit. And then Thursday, obviously, I'm gonna go a little high level with Murky. We're gonna do our betting preview. So we're gonna tell you what bets we're taking. But today, me and you were going to say who we think's going to win. But on Thursday, we'll go into like, round betting, submissions, finishes, all that kind of shit. So, but yeah, let's bring up the card. See what we got.
Bring up the car, bro. It got it so much better, in my opinion, man.
So we can start from the beginning because right off the rip, we're getting a face in the UFC that a lot of people has been really anticipating to see, and that's Shara Magomedov. The one-eyed freak is what I'm going to call him, in my opinion, because he looks fucking weird. And he looks scary as shit.
Does he really have one eye, Joel?
Yeah, he's blind in one eye. I'm like 100%. I'm like 100% sure he has a dead eye.
Dude, how much Magomedov is there in the UFC, man? It's insane.
Yeah, but he's fighting Bruno Silva, who is not a pushover by any means.
Bruno Silva's a fucking beast, dude.
So Bruno Silva had a good stretch until he lost to Brandon Allen, but Magomedov is supposed to be this phenom, dude. He's supposed to be this insane fighter with one eye.
He's undefeated, man.
Yeah.
So I'm looking at the past fights, dude. This man has knocked out. Oh my God! First fight knockout. Second, third, fourth, fifth, sixth, seventh, 7 fights in a row knockout.
Yeah. So he's good.
Oh, I love watching people get knocked out. This is going to be great.
But Bruno Silva is a vet, bro. He knows the game. He knows how to play it. So I think that's going to be a really solid fight. I don't want to even begin to pick on that quite yet. So we'll just keep going. Dudakova Frey, going to probably be a one-sided fight. Dudakova's undefeated. She's probably going to handle business. I mean, the odds, go ahead and say it, minus 550. I don't foresee Frey winning that fight. A fan favorite, Nathaniel Woods. So another solid
I'm glad
fight.
he's on the card.
I like Nathaniel Woods. And then he's fighting Naimov. Again, it's kind of a one-sided fight. It's minus 340 plus 270. So we'll probably look into that a little bit more, maybe for some prop betting and things. Breeden and Jubilee. Not too familiar with these guys, but Jubilee is undefeated and he's a heavy favorite. So he's probably we can kind of let's actually take a look. I want to see who he is. See what his previous fight looked like. So his first fight was on a fight night where he got a second round TKO back in February against Jika Seragi. Not too familiar with him, but he's coming from he's coming from this under these undercards and stuff like that. So 7-0, undefeated though, so something to keep an eye out on. And then another favorite, Dumas. I think, and he's fighting Azatar. So Cedricus Dumas, guy has a bunch of looks like XXX extension out there. It's tatted the fuck up.
Well, one of the tattoos he has, man, I remember talking about this a little while ago with someone. He's got that Majin Buu from Dragon Ball Z tatted. That's hard.
Yeah. But
that's hard as fuck, man.
He had a pretty Cody Brundage. His last fight was pretty solid. So dude,
he's a good fighder.
I remember him. Well, I remember his fight on the Dana White Contender Series. So so he's kind of making a run. He's 8-1. So he's the favorite in that fight. Let's see, Basharat, Victor Henry, another 14-0. Heavy favorite in Basharat though. So this guy. And I've seen Henry fight, so he's on a 1, 2, 3, 4 fight win streak, but 3 decisions in a row in the UFC. So, I mean, he's not like to me. The way I look at that is he's beatable. Would you agree?
Look at that way.
Yeah, man. He's 14-0, but his last 3 fights in the UFC, fuck all that that small professional promotions and shit. I'm talking UFC level. He's 3-0. All via unanimous decision. That shows me he's beatable by another guy in the UFC. Because if you're not finishing your fights, that tells me you're beatable. So a minus 550 plus 400, I don't know, man. I think you're beatable.
I would love to call that actually, man.
But Henry, I don't think is going to be the guy to do it. I mean, he's also three fights in the UFC, 3 all went to the distance, but he's also lost a fight as well. So. In the UFC.
Yeah.
So. But then after that fight, we kind of get into all of the all the fan fights, like where everybody wants to be. We got Trevor Peek up next versus Yamia.
Come on.
Like, who doesn't love good Trevor Peek fight, man? Like, this guy is what you want to see in a guy, just a good old dude. He's a good old boy. All he wants to do is fight. It's what he loves to do. He loves what he does. I love people like this, bro.
That's the dude that has like the run Forrest run type vibes, man.
Yeah,
Forrest
bro.
Gump.
Like, he's a warrior, bro, and he's the type of guy who was probably quiet as shit in school, never said a word to nobody, just like learned how to enjoy fighting. Might have been bullied when he was younger, and just wants to be a badass, and he is. He kind of reminds me of Bryce Mitchell a little bit, but a little less, like not as outspoken as Bryce Mitchell is.
He's good, man. He's good. He's definitely needs a lot to gain, and I don't think he is ever going to improve drastically.
No,
like,
but he
that's
hits
not who he is.
like a brick, dude.
Yeah, that's not who he is, man. And the thing is, the UFC needs a place for these fighters that are more unique like this, dude. It's just cool to watch. A lot of that has gone away in the sport, man. You used to have weirdos in there that had crazy different fighting styles. Now everyone's rushing their best to be a hybrid, and no one's being original. Like, I don't know. Trevor Peek with the sideways screwed punches, downward hammer fist.
Yeah,
Come on.
He's an original fighter. So
yeah, dude.
So I like Trevor Peek. I want to see him go in there and go ham, just get a knockout, redeem himself. I hope he does that. I can see that happening. And then we get into the main of the prelims. Tim Elliott and Muhammad Makayev. To me,
that's wild.
I think this is going to be a pretty damn good fight.
It's going to be a badass fight, dude. Muhammad is he's undefeated, man. He's crazy submissions, of course, dude. But Tim Elliott, dude. Tim Elliott's a little beast, man.
He is, dude. And he's scrappy, and he can go the distance if needed, but he's also, a submission guy too. So he has a lot of fights under his belt. He's very experienced. So
yeah, this isn't one of those fights where I see, like, you have this new undefeated cat going against an old gatekeeper. I think Tim Elliott is still making a name for himself still. I mean, I don't see, like, this isn't a layup at all. This is going to be a better fight than we expect.
I think it actually turns into be a better fight than we expect as well, because you got a guy who's a wrestler like Makayev who's going to likely get a takedown, but dude, Tim Elliott is good at submissions, and we saw what happened last time. Muhammad Makayev, he got caught in two leg locks, and one that almost ripped his leg in half.
Yeah, man.
You know what I'm saying? So you never really know, and that was against Jafel Filo, who is, I would say, probably not as good as Tim Elliott, in my opinion.
Tim Elliott's old, man. He's been fighting in the UFC for a minute, but I mean, if Muhammad can increase the pace and keep it on him, because Tim Elliott's not finishing anybody lately at all. No. But if Muhammad can keep the pace with him, or just push the pace, then I think Muhammad's got it. But if not, I mean,
do you see a decision?
I hope not, man. I hope there's no decision on this card at all, dog.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm gonna have to dive into that more too, because I could see Makayev subbing out Tim Elliott too.
Yeah.
So, but then again, now we get into the main event, dude. The main card, the bee's knees, the tits and ass. Saeed Nurmagomedov and Gafurov. I'm not sure. I don't know where to really go with this one. Saeed's good, but we've seen he's beatable by high level. I don't think Gafurov is a high level. Like, when I say high level, I mean like top 10.
Yeah.
But I mean, I think Saeed's probably got the better advantage in this fight.
I think Saeed's got this one without a doubt, to be honest.
I don't think it's even close. I think he gets the finish.
Yeah, he's coming off, off a loss. I mean, they both are, I think, but Saeed is just
But he's not. Dude, when I watched him in his last fight, dude, like, I didn't think he looked that good against Martinez.
He did not look good, dude. I became a Martinez fan on that fight.
So I don't know, but I think he's going to redeem himself. I mean, Nurmagomedov, he's they're just good in general, but he's like one of the only ones that has losses in his record with that name. So, and then unfortunate loss in our next fight, which I feel like we kind of lost one to gain more, like two, you know what I'm saying? Because I forgot we even lost this fight. So Alves steps in to fight Ilaskarov. I don't think Alves has a chance in hell to win.
No, dude, this isn't a good fight in my opinion. Who is Ikram supposed to fight again?
He was originally supposed to fight fuck, I forgot.
Yeah, I'm not sure. Yeah, I'm trying to remember now, dude. I thought it was somebody we knew.
It was somebody we knew. I just can't remember who it was. You just
Yeah,
threw me
either
on the
way,
spot.
man.
I'm not in the thinking part right now to think that far back.
No worries, man. Well, either way, I mean, I think Ikram's gonna beat the shit out of him. Like I'm talking, this guy's good, dude. Aliskerov, he's only lost one fight. He's coming off a knockout win. The dude's living up to his last name and heritage for sure.
I'm about to look it up. Hold on. Ikram Aliskarov. He was supposed to fight. Da, 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 da.
Where's Paulo Costa? But that was a while ago. They were supposed to fight a while ago. Yeah, that's 291.
Aliskarov. It's gonna bug me if I don't figure it out though. Aliskarov fights back out.
I don't think you're gonna find it, man.
Oh, I'm gonna find it, dude. I probably texted it to you, but
Yeah,
oh yeah, Imavov. That's who it was.
Imavov.
Yeah, Imavov and Aliskarov. I knew it sounded familiar. I just couldn't fucking remember. Yeah, so he was gonna fight Imavov. So that was gonna be a way closer fight. We were talking. You're talking like very, very close. But Aliskarov is gonna handle business. I don't think Alves has got a chance, to be quite honest, in that fight.
Yeah, I like Imavov too, man. I forgot about that.
Wait,
Completely,
why
dude.
these odds are so fucking? That's such a lie. It says that Ikram Aliskarov on UFC.com is a plus 100 underdog to Warley's Alves. Yeah, right. I gotta take a picture
What?
of that.
Yeah, the walking dub right there. In the next fight, we got Magomed, dude, and Johnny Walker.
I'm very intrigued by this fight, man. I think you're gonna be
Man,
shocked by what I think. I mean, I think you're. What are you thinking? Let me hear yours first.
man, I think Magomed had all this fucking hype around him, and he hasn't. It took forever to fight and all this stuff. I mean, dude, he's got a good record and all that, but the thing is, I have not been as impressed by him. I think Johnny Walker is gonna steamroll him,
Really?
and I'm taking a shot of fucking whiskey 10 seconds before the fight starts, and that's when I'm gonna start drinking liquor. Yes.
I don't know,
Oh, I
man.
cannot wait,
I
dude.
think I'm a
I'm
little
about to
50-50 on
turn
that.
that fight. That is the fight I turn up, dog. I swear to God. And then it's all downhill from there.
So I'm gonna go ahead and put this out there. Every UFC fan in the world wants Johnny Walker, Kamaru Usman, and Alexander Volkanovski to win. But realistically, none of them may win.
Dog, look, we could jump into the Usman fight card right now. Let's jump into the Usman.
Right.
I think this is an 100% better fight. Better
It is.
matchup in general, dude. Costa, who do you think would win? Who has a better chance, Paulo or Kamaru? Dude.
Kamaru Usman, 100%.
He has the best takedown defense in the UFC currently right
He
now.
looks big as shit, dude.
He looks big as fuck. And Hamzat is fucking a great wrestler too. This is going to be a good fucking fight. Let's see who can slip in the most. It's all about punching through the scramble. And this is how, if this fight is going to finish that way, dude, it's going to be someone catching somebody on a scramble right on the chin, and it's going to be fucking sick. This is a great fight, guys. Like, this is insane. I'm so happy about this fight.
Yeah, it really is. And this, Kamaru Usman, his only kryptonite has been Leon Edwards, but we can't forget the fact that he was a very dominant champion.
Yes.
For a long time.
But the thing is this, dude. Hamzat has hands.
Hamzat is out to kill everyone.
Hamzat has hands, dog. And he has knockout power, bro.
So, middleweight. Hamzat beats Usman. Hamzat 100% wins the title.
Yeah, we've talked about this, dude, and there is such a good chance that all this happens, man. Like he
Because
could definitely be a champ.
yeah, hell yeah. I mean, let's be real here. No offense, but Hamzat's would smoke Sean Strickland. If this is the Hamzat we think we're seeing. We don't know yet though. Let me rephrase that. If we all get the Hamzat that everybody is like all hyped up to see and he dominates Kamaru Usman, there's no doubt in my mind that he is going to fuck up Sean Strickland.
Yeah, dude. I mean, I can almost safely bet that right now. I don't know, dude.
No, he will, dude. Sean Strickland ain't gonna be able to if Hamzat out wrestles Usman like dominantly, Sean Strickland has no chance. Standing on the feet, striking, I still don't think he has a chance. It's a whole different fight style. Strickland was able to play that defensive game with Izzy. This is a full on fucking train coming at you. Just pressure until he fucking stops. That's why Gilbert Burns was successful, because Gilbert Burns is built for the long haul. He's built for that go. That's why Gilbert had a good success with him. Kevin Holland is built to just kind of strike and scrap. That's why when Hamzat came in and started fucking wrestling him immediately, eventually Kevin Holland just got wore out. So
yeah,
we're talking a whole different ball game here.
I mean, Hamzat. This is the thing. Hamzat is staying middleweight, right? So I see him fucking up everyone. I see, dude. Honestly, I see Kamaru Usman and Hamzat fucking up everyone in that top 5 pretty much.
Yeah, but we got to see how this looks. If Kamaru Usman is this still the Kamaru Usman we've known to love, then this damn shit is popping up on my screen.
Do you think he's an underdog?
He 100% is the underdog. Yeah, he's underdog plus 285. Like, they have Hamzat as a heavy favorite.
That's wild.
I know. So
I don't think it would be that heavy, but that's just me.
It's heavy favorite. So
that's heavy.
And then we get into the main event. This is the one I've been wanting to talk about. This is one I'm excited about. Volk Islam 2. I love Charles Oliveira. Probably one of my favorite fighters of all time. But this fight is 100% better with Volk in it.
And Islam has a way better chance of losing with Volk in it.
He does have a way better chance of losing with Volk in it. However, I don't know about this time around.
Yeah.
I'm a little bit worried. One, I read today when Volk got the call, he was 26 pounds overweight. So we're talking he had 11-day notice. 26 pounds.
That ain't shit to him.
I know it's not, but 26 pounds, 11 days. That's tough.
That's tough as fuck, man.
You have not even in a fight camp, still training, but not. But then again, who knows? Volk could have known this whole time, like, I'm going to get my chance to fight this fucker again, so I'm going to stay prepared. And he could have been training for Islam ever since the last time he fought Islam.
I don't think Volk's ever stopped training, man.
So, but Islam was training for Charles. But then again, I don't know. Islam's fucking good. So I don't think I'll say my pick early, but I'll probably end up going in a different way. I hope I go a different way. I think Islam subs out Volk for Volk's first loss via submission.
Really? I say second round knockout Volk, 500.
I mean, I love it. I want that to happen.
Yeah, TKO second.
I'll probably end up changing my mind.
Third.
So you think Volk's going to knock him out?
Third. Yes. Volk is going to finish the fight.
I'll ride with you. I'm going to have a parlay. There will be a parlay in the Overs Club Discord. Regardless if I pick Islam to win or not, there will be a parlay that includes Volkanovski and Usman. So don't forget it. Those guys have a way better chance of beating their opponents than the people before. So, and I was ready to pick Paulo Costa to knock out Hamzat. And if that tells you anything, we're going with some weird plays as well. So, but I do think Islam wins. I don't know if it's via submission or via decision, but I think Volk is great. Volk is one of the greatest fighters of all time. Islam is just that good. I don't want to admit that because I hate Islam, but he is that good. But then again, there's a very high possibility that Volk finishes him. You're right. So
going down, boy.
I love the fight. I don't want to see Volk lose. If Volk loses, it's going to crush me. But I could see Islam winning and staying the champ. But then again, if Volk does win, now we have a double champ. Now we get a third fight. Because at this point, I'm sorry, Charles, if Volk beats Islam, you're not fighting for the title again.
Fuck no.
So,
absolutely not.
That division's dead, stale for at least 8 to 9 months.
Yeah, dude.
But if Volk does beat Islam, now you're opening up the door in the featherweight division.
Exactly. Interim weight, can Max Holloway be a champ?
So does this finally give Max Holloway the chance to redeem his career, fight Ilia Topuria for the interim belt, and be the champ?
Crazy, man.
I love Max Holloway, and if there's, I will not pick Ilia Topuria. I'm saying it right now. I don't care if Ilia's good. I'm not betting against Max Holloway. I don't care. Max Holloway is that motherfucker. He is good, and he can outstrike and outclass anybody in that whole division. You saw it with Yair. You saw it with Arnold Allen. You've seen it with Josh Emmett. You've seen it with Volk. He still has beat Volk up. Let's not forget that. Volk might have won the fight, but he has gone to the decision with Volk every fight.
Yeah.
So if you're going toe-to-toe with that,
yeah,
I won't bet against Max Holloway. Max Holloway is one of the best strikers in the UFC, one of the best boxers. He is that motherfucker. So I'm not betting him against Ilia Topuria. I'm taking Max all day long, even though people are probably going to say you're fucking crazy. But anyways, yeah, Volk, 24 pounds, coming in on 11 days short notice. You think he gets it? You said you think he gets it done. So I'm riding with you. I love it. I want to see Volk get that shit done. I would love to see him double champ, solidify his legend. Speaking of that, if he does win, where do you now rank him in that column? Say he beats Islam. Keep in mind he has lost to him already once, but he does beat Islam, become the double champ. On an 11-day notice, where do you rank him? Where do you put him?
Rank who?
Volk.
In what? In top ever?
Top ever.
Oh, man.
If he gets it done. If he double champs, greatest featherweight, probably possibly the greatest, he's the greatest featherweight of all time.
Nobody will ever be number one until they're undefeated, unless they're undefeated. So, I mean, you could be 2.
So you would put him at number 2 if he double champs?
Yeah.
I would put him at 2 if he double champs and defends it against Islam.
Yeah.
Yeah. But
I don't want him to fight Islam again.
He's going to. That's going to happen. But only because he's lost to him once. I don't feel like you can say, like, you did lose to the guy with a full fight camp. But I'd put him in the top 5, 100%, without a doubt. Probably 3 or 4. And if he does win, then you move him to number 2. I haven't done that ranking in a long time. All time fighters of all time. I mean, I still put John Jones at number 1.
Yeah.
And then I would probably put either, in my opinion, probably Anderson Silva or Mighty Mouse at number 2. And then either Anderson Silva or Mighty Mouse at number 3. And then GSP. And then probably right now, I like Volk at 5.
GSP was incredible. But I think, man, I almost think Volk has done more than GSP.
Almost, yeah. I mean, but then Volk has definitely done a lot, and he's one of the best fighters of all time. But then also, I mean, you got to think, dude, you got guys. See, who else could even be in the talk? I mean, if you really look at the top 10, though, you got to put, like, what would Daniel Cormier be if John Jones wasn't there?
I mean, Daniel Cormier, I wouldn't put him in top 10 at all.
I mean, I'm just saying, though, what would he be if John Jones wasn't there? The only person that was his kryptonite was John. but Daniel Cormier defended the belt on multiple occasions too. I mean, John Jones was his kryptonite though. They just never could figure it out, but and he could not beat John. He struggled. Max Holloway, top 10. I mean, the only person he's lost to is Volk.
Yeah, Max Holloway, dog. The Allen Iverson of the UFC. Let's go.
I mean, there's so many guys out there that could be top 5, but I like Volk. Volk solidifies this win. He definitely goes top 3, I think, in my opinion. Anderson Silva, GSP, those guys as well. John Jones is in there. Mighty Mouse is in there. I wouldn't put Conor McGregor in the top 5.
Yeah, if you would, it would be 5.
Yeah, but he didn't really like. I mean, you could almost argue if we're only talking men though, but if we talk like all in general, I mean, like Amanda Nunes, her run. If you add a woman in there, that's like just if you're talking greatest fighters of all time, like she's got to be up there.
Yeah, dude. She retired because nobody could touch her.
She was one of the most dominant, if not the most dominant woman fighter ever. So, I mean,
ever.
So, I mean, dude, I'm so excited for this fight. I don't know what me and you are going to do or where we're going to go, but it starts at 2 p.m. So we know that we're going to probably pregame for the prelims and then kind of go heavy for the main.
Oh yeah.
So I'm super excited for that. We haven't gone out and watched fights in a long time, so should be fun. But anyways, regardless, they'll still have them in the Overs Club. Murky will have them up. He's already confirmed that. So if you are wanting to watch them, you can always come to the Overs Club Discord and watch them as well. But me and Nick specifically will be out and about watching the fights at a bar or a restaurant or something of that nature. So let's see. I think that might be all I got, bro.
That's all I got, man. I am literally gonna have to take sleeping medicine to go to bed at night every night until Saturday. I'm so fucking amped, but I mean, there's a lot that happened and there's a lot that's gonna happen. So stay tuned, guys. It's been a crazy week. We're about to fucking come back hard with this shit. We may go live. We may go live.
Breaking news: 8 fighters were just released from the UFC. Andre Filo, wow, he got released after that recent loss. AJ Fletcher got released by the UFC. Kamala Kirk, Shane Young, John McDessie, Carl Deaton, JP Buys, and Tucker Lutz were all just released 30 minutes ago via the UFC. So
damn, bro.
Yeah. Anyways, this was episode 38 of Over the Octagon podcast. I didn't get an introduction in because we were just in the zone ready to talk about this shit. Oh my God. Why is this video I'm watching right now of Kamaru Usman and Hamzat with Chael Sonnen in the middle interviewing them both? And this is how Hamzat's looking right now.
Yo, send that to me. Send that to me, please.
Oh my God. This is killing me right now. He has the fucking black beard. It looks like, oh my God, I gotta send this shit to you. This is great.
Send this to me, please.
All right, but anyways, Over the Octagon podcast, you already know what it is. We'll be live tomorrow on the YouTube channel. Me and Murky will for a high-level, deep into dive of the card in itself, where we'll do our picks for the week, and then we'll get those in the Discord. Me and Nasty will catch you next week to talk about this card, and then we have so much more coming the rest of this year. We still have John Jones fighting, and shit. What else we got? We got John Jones. We got Leon Colby. There's so much more coming. So stay tuned. Stay prepared. Stay prepared. I don't even know what I'm talking about.
Wear a condom. Wear a condom
because we're pre-busting. We're nutting everywhere. But yeah, much love, bro. This episode will be out tomorrow, so we'll see y'all next week.
All right, y'all.
Peace.